Hey, 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 beautiful souls. Today we're going to talk about the importance of meaning. So many times we associate something and then we'll give it a meaning. So if this happens, then it must mean this, right? So we are assigning meanings all over the place. And sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not. So let's dive into this a little bit deeper. I believe there's really two reasons that we do just about anything. And it is we are either doing things to avoid pain or to seek pleasure, whenever you really get down to it. And here's the thing, most of us are going to avoid pain more than we're going to even seek pleasure. Okay, so let's take a workout, right? We may think that to go and work out our bodies is going to cause pain. So we will avoid it because after we'll go, everybody tells you, oh yeah, go work out, go do it, go do it. And then you go and you actually do it. And then the next day you can't sit down on the toilet because your legs hurt so bad. So then you're like, no, that caused pain. Pain means no. Hell no, usually. So that's just a quick, easy example for pain. But really, on a deep level, we are always going to avoid pain. We're going to avoid things that make us feel insignificant. We're going to avoid things that are going to make us feel not loved. We're going to avoid things that make us feel insecure. Okay, so we are definitely going to avoid more than we're seek that pleasure. So if we're avoiding pain, so then what is pain? What is the definition of pain? And so it's physical or mental distress or discomfort, or suffering. I like to think of it as suffering, usually brought on by distress, illness, or injury. And so Okay, so the point that I'm trying to get here is we have associated pain as it means stop, no, and don't, right? Don't do this. And that's because that's our primitive brain that's really getting in there. It's working on us and saying, hey, wait a minute, this is putting you at risk. And so you should probably pull back from it. You should probably not engage. And so whenever we're doing that, we're not always making the best choices for ourselves. We are not always putting ourselves out there because it may cause pain. And so what we really have to do now is we have to change the meaning of the word pain, right? Because if, let's say that I have a shoulder pain, well, really, it doesn't mean that I should not ever use this shoulder ever again because it's going to be bad for me. No, it is a warning light of saying, hey, something is wrong in here. Pay attention to me. That's all it is. That's all that pain receptor is. So whenever I associate that meaning to it, that it's just a warning light, then I'm like, oh, wait, hey, pay attention. What could I have done? Well, yeah, the other day I was not paying attention to my form, and therefore whenever I did that push-up, kind of tweaked that shoulder a little bit. So what does that mean? It means I just got to rest it for a day. Or do some lighter weight whenever I choose to work out. But it's changing the meaning. The meaning of pain does not mean that I have to stop. It just means that I have to reevaluate and look at what's coming about. And so there's another saying that I have, that whatever you resist is going to persist. So if you keep resisting this pain, if you keep resisting these things, they're typically going to keep showing up in your life until you address it, until you come head to head with it and be like, oh, okay, here I am. Like, our lives are meant for us to grow and to learn. And so to do that, we go through some pains and we go through some obstacles, because what that is doing is actually making us grow. And we learn these lessons, and then we can help others grow, because we can say, hey, wait, I've been there, I've done that. Let me help you through it. Let me help you look at this. And so it's just a huge way to start looking at things. I know that I've had some serious back pain before in my life, and I've had muscle spasms, and it hurts real bad. But my meaning to that changed. It wasn't necessarily, I didn't associate it with pain. I associated it with, hey, my body is telling me I have to get stronger in certain places, and I have to do that. And that's so much to do with life, right? It is, and even these mental battles, it is, I have to get stronger in these certain situations so that I can be better on the other side, so that I can help people with the same problems, that I can help guide them through it. So that's what I mean by meaning. What are we associating with things? What are we applying these labels to? What meanings are we giving them? And really start diving into places in your life where you can see where you're doing that. Yeah. All right. Have a fabulous day. I'll catch you on the other side.